Welcome to a tutorial on using the collaboration features in CDP Virginia. In this tutorial, we'll show you how to invite others into your proposal, how to grant those users access to discuss and edit the proposal, and how to make those users co-proponents or even owners of the document, handing that document completely off to them. Additionally, we'll show you how to open up your proposal so that anyone can see it before submission. We won't go too deeply into creating proposals from scratch, as that was handled in a previous webinar. Let's go ahead and get started. Access va.cdpaccess.com and log into the system. Click on the Proposals button at the top of the screen, and you'll see the proposals you have available. These collaboration features are available for new proposals, as well as proposals that are already existing in the system. Let's go ahead and open this proposal that I've already created and add some proponents. Right underneath the name of your proposal, you have a Collaboration tab. Click on that Collaborators tab and it'll open up this window to let you invite folks in to share your proposal. To add a collaborator at any level, you simply need to type their information. And if you'd like to enter more than one email address, you can do so by separating those email addresses by commas. Do note that you'll be sending out an email with every additional email address you enter, so we recommend that you not add more than 10 individuals at a time. This drop-down box here will allow you to access different levels of permission in your proposal. If you invite individuals at the can comment level, they will be able to see your proposal as well as discuss it with you in the Discussions tab we'll talk about in just a moment. If you invite those users on at the can edit level, they'll also have access to the edit tools that will allow them to add and modify code sections in your proposal, modify the reason statement, and modify the cost impact statement. If you invite those individuals in as a co-proponent, it will give them all the same permissions as can edit, but it will additionally add their name, email address, and who they represent to the top line of the proposal to show that they are a co-proponent of that proposal. I'll go ahead and add someone in at the can comment level now. Click Send Invite, and after a moment that email will be sent and you'll see this green bar on the top to let you know that individual has been notified successfully. You'll notice I have a variety of collaborator types already in this window, so let's go through this and discuss each one. The first line here shows an individual that I have invited but who has not yet accepted my invitation to the proposal. This individual will need to accept the invitation either via email or by the Notifications tab that I'll show you in just a moment. The second user has accepted my invitation to collaborate on this proposal. You'll notice that there is a drop-down menu here that matches the one that I had when I invited that user. I always have the ability to modify the permissions of the user. If someone is currently a co-proponent but changes their mind and wishes their name to be removed, I can simply change them to can edit, click Save, and that permission will be modified, and you'll see a green light here to indicate that that was changed successfully. I can even remove someone completely from the proposal by clicking the little trash can icon. It'll ask me if I'm sure if I want to remove the collaborator, and if I click Remove, they'll be removed immediately from the proposal. This drop-down feature also has one more option. You'll notice here that I can now add someone as an owner. Once someone has accepted your collaboration request, you have the ability to hand the proposal off to them completely. Choose Owner, click Save, and you will no longer be the main proponent of this proposal. The person who you have selected as an owner will now be. They can remove you from the proposal or even from the proponent line if that's what you want this proposal to be, if you'd like it to be completely in their hands. You'll notice this last user who I have just invited does not have a first and last name listed on the collaborations column. This name will load in immediately provided that someone has logged into CDP Virginia or CDP Access before. If you invite someone that you know you have worked with in CDP Access or CDP Virginia previously, and they don't have a name showing here on the collaborations column, please make sure you've spelled their email address correctly and that you're using the correct version of their email address. Lots of individuals, particularly working for the government, have several versions of their email address. For instance, their name at state.gov or their name at city.com. They may come into the same inbox and be seamless for their use, but for CDP access, you must have the correct email address listed for their account to be recognized. I can always continue to add more collaborators, and as long as I have not submitted the proposal, this Collaborations tab will be fully open to me and I can make any changes that I choose. I'm going to go ahead and close this tab right now, just so that I can show you the notifications for when someone is invited. Up in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, you'll see I have a little 1 indicated next to my name. That indicates that I have a notification in the system. If I click on that button, it will take me over to the Notifications tab. The Notifications tab will let me know when someone has accepted my invitations, as well as when I've been invited into proposals, and I can accept or reject my proposal submission right from here. It'll give you a link into the proposals as well, and you'll notice that the only indication what proposal that I've been invited into is the title that was supplied initially when I created the proposal. Please make sure if you're going to invite someone in to collaborate with you that title is filled out so that they have a good idea of what proposal they are accepting the invitation to. Let's go back to the proposal itself and take a look at the Discussions tab and the Co-Proponent functionality. I'll click on Proposals at the top of the screen, and this will bring me to the complete list of proposals I have access to. You'll notice my proposals are here on top, but directly underneath there's a list of proposals that have been shared. If I had been invited in as a collaborator in CDP Virginia, that proposal would be listed here in just the same way as I see my proposals. I'd be able to open that proposal in the same way, and you'll always have access to any proposal that you're a collaborator on. Let's go ahead and click Open Proposal and take a look at the Discussions feature. Right next to the list of collaborators, I can click on Discussions, and that's going to take me to a completely new screen. Unlike the proposals, all the proposal functionality, you'll notice that this screen is completely separate and that none of the original proposal functionality exists. This is just to emphasize that these discussions are not part of the proposal's work product. They stand alone and will not be included with the proposal when it's submitted to the DHCD. Each one of these discussions will have a unique discussion marker on the left-hand side, and you can create new discussions or reply to ones that already exist. If I click on Create New Topic over here on the right, it will allow me to create a title, and then allow me to insert some copy. I have full access to a suite of editing tools, including spell check and the ability to insert special characters and links to the outside web in my discussions. Once I've typed this completely, I click Submit at the bottom, and my topic will save and appear in the same listing as the other topics. If there's a topic from another user that I am interested in looking at, I can click on that topic and it will bring it full screen. You'll notice that the content from the original poster is here on the left, and if I scroll down, there's already some comments from other users. So this topic on why is the sky blue, the original proposer wants to know why we do not take green or black skies into account, and if you scroll down, other users have commented that this is for daytime and fair weather skies, so only blue skies are applying. If I want to add my own note, I can always continue to add comments. And as you'll notice below, the comments thread very nicely so that you can see this is a new discussion separate from the conversations that were already happening on this discussion topic. To reply to a comment, just click on the reply button next to that comment, and the same reply window will open right in line to make it easy to discuss. All this functionality is very similar to any other message board you've used on the web, and you can use these arrows to step back first to the discussions listing and then all the way to the proposals once you've completed your discussions. Do note, as previously mentioned, none of this conversation will be in the proposal when it is submitted, so if good ideas or changes were suggested here, make sure to click on that proposal arrow, come back to the proposal, and make the appropriate changes so that they appear in the proposal previews here. The last item to discuss in terms of collaboration is the public and private functionality. Let's click on this Collaborators tab one more time, and you'll see down at the bottom we have a privacy setting. By default, your proposals are always considered private. This privacy setting indicates that only you and those that you have invited have the ability to see and access this proposal. If you have a proposal you believe will be popular, or you'd like to get a wide variety of opinions before you submit the proposal, you can set that proposal to public, click Save, and confirm that you want to open that proposal to everyone. Once that's happened, the public proposals will be available for anyone with the link as well as in the public listing. If I close the Collaborators tab and click on Proposals at the top one more time, you'll see View Public Proposals is available for you here, and you can take a look at any proposals that are yet unsubmitted but have been marked as public by clicking on this link. When you have got this list of proposals open, you'll be able to click on any one of them and open them just like you can here. The only difference being those proposals will not have an editing tab of any kind. When you're accessing another proposal, keep in mind you will always be able to see the proposal's owner up here in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. So if you are viewing a proposal on the public listing that you would like to collaborate on, you can email the proposal's owner and ask to be invited in as a collaborator. Remember also, if you change your mind about your proposal being public, you always have the ability to click on this tab, set the privacy back to private, and click Save one more time. Now only you and those invited in are able to see your proposal, and you can remove any stray pieces from public view. This concludes the discussion on collaboration. Please keep in mind all that these collaboration tools are only available to you before you submit your proposal. Once your proposal has been submitted, you will need to contact DHCD staff in order to change anything about the collaborators or co-proponents on your proposal. Thanks for your time, and we hope that you view the other webinars in this series and have great success with CDP Virginia and with your code change proposals.